Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I have in front of me the Love Notes Designer Series paper. So this is new with the January to April mini catalogue. It's really sweet, very charming. It's 6x6 paper. I was looking at it in the catalogue going, I can't find that on my shelves because I was looking for 12x12. It's not, it's 6x6, so 15¼ by 15¼ inches. So we've got fairly plain backgrounds on some of them with lots of them. So it's like that for one part of the pack. And then these ones here, so we've got writing one side and we've got fun patterns the other side. I like that, that's fun. That is really cute. And then this one here, we've got Happy Heart Day and Sending Hugs, and then we've got slightly different there. And then this one with a slightly different background. I'm looking for the set where it's written one side and plain the other. So we've got writing on this one, and there we go, the slightly plainer on the other side of it. And the same with this one. So we've got the cup, the camera, lollipops, hearts, and then something written on them on the other side. So it's kind of, you could use it for journaling or for memory keeping. But you could also, I'm going to hook that one out, use it for card making, which I'm going to do now if I can find the purple. It's gorgeous grape colour actually. There we go, that's the other side of that. So this is, quite a lot of it has been done for us, as in the distressing of the edges has been done for us. The journal boxes have been done for us. It's all good, it's all cute. And I'm going to make a very simple layered card and show you how I do it. So make your own card base in whatever size you like. I work in International A4, which is this size, which is 21 by 29.7 centimetres. So basically I've cut my cardstock in half and I've scored it in half. Where's my bone folder? So that is my card base, and I'm going to make a layer, and my layer is going to be 1/2 centimetre shorter and narrower than my closed card base. And if you work in Imperial, because I work in both, but for cards I tend to work in metric. But if you work in Imperial, make your card base, I'm trying to show you so the border's all the way around, 1/2 centimetre, or maybe even half an inch, or even 1/4 of an inch, maybe even 1/8 of an inch. Whatever you do, just make it the same all the way around. And then I'm going to cut my panels. So I want this one. So I'm looking for my channel in my trimmer so that I can cut it perfectly. So I've got options. I could do Be Mine, or I could just let it play. And then I'm going to cut my... Oh, I didn't cut that perfectly. I've got a bit extra on there. Oopsie. Oh well. I'm going to cut it down a bit anyway. I want to cut it... I'm muttering again. I want to cut it so it's a rectangle anyway. And I could use that for something another day. I'm not going to though. I just want to take that little tiny whisper off the bottom. Okay, so I know that I can start building and layering my card here. So let me look and see what size this is. So this is 7.5 centimetres square, so we'll call it 3 inches. And with a spare bit, I'm going to do that same 1/2 centimetre bigger, so that I get the same border. I have taught this technique many times over, but you might be new here, so hello. This is what I do. So I've got that same border going round as I have on this bit, and I need to measure up this one, and this is 4 centimetres by 7.5, so I need another panel that's 4.5 by 8. And like I say, I work in metric and imperial, but on cards I don't write them down because, oh, it gets very complicated. But if you are new here and you've come across one of my box videos, or you want to know what I do, I will always write down metric and imperial for both of those, and I always set my sizing so that anybody can make them, whether you are in the USA, which has a unique card size, basic card size of 8.5 by 11 inches, or anywhere else in the world where we all work in international A4. I love you guys in America, you are totally unique. Even down to the size of your card stock. It challenges me though, so that's a good thing. It can challenge my brain a little bit, like, oh, will this work for everybody? Okay, so my base layer is going on. I'm going to put, I don't know what how I'm going to angle them just yet. I think that's kind of, well, no, it's covering up the heart. And I could make it flow at the same angle, couldn't I? That could work. That's a little different. I don't think I've ever made a card that looks like that before, but actually it could work. And then I could put, so I've got these over here, and these are my mix and match ephemera packs, and I don't know if that's going to work. If I put love this, is it going to work? Is it going to clash? No, it's alright actually, but I do feel like I can't go totally skew-if. But that could work. Let's do that. And this is why I really like making this kind of card, because we've got options. You can alter your placement as much as you want. Now you don't have to do the same border going around. You could make it bigger, smaller, wider. You could do it up or down. I just happen to be trying to shove as much over to the right hand side as possible. Where did my dimensionals go? Where did I put them? Did I put them over here? I have a box full of goodies here to work on as thank you gifts, and I've left them on my desk and then come to film a video, and they're kind of in the way. How simple is that? That's really simple. I like a simple project. I'm a simple girl. I like a simple project. And I think that is fun, it's fabulous. You could add more on the inside if you wanted to. I could probably, arguably, maybe I could fussy cut that out. Shall we do that? Let's do that. Fussy cutting is not my skill set. Cutting straight lines is my skill set. Even then, as demonstrated earlier, not that good of a skill set. Oh, that was terrible grammar. You know what I mean. But we'll have a bash. I have got some lovely ladies on my team who love doing fussy cutting, and they happily spend an evening watching TV, probably with one eye on the telly, fussy cutting for hours. You are remarkably talented folks. That is not my idea of fun. But mostly because I'm not very good at it, and I would get frustrated, as I am now, because it's going all wibbly and it's all over the place. But in for a penny, in for a pound. So I have got that cup replicated, and I'm going to add it to the inside, probably with some little blobs of glue under there, because that won't stay down. Oh look, I've made a mess now. It's scorched, and it's going to stick itself closed, isn't it? But yeah, I think that's quite fun. I've got a sneeze coming. I'm going to try and hold it till I can end the video. Anyway, I hope you like it. It's a little bit of fun using some fun paper and not necessarily in a Valentine way, because you know what, I like coffee. I like coffee to go. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.